Now, when it comes to the Nio deliveries, you'll know that June is the month that we saw Nio reporting record-breaking monthly deliveries of 21,209, which was so amazing to see those deliveries coming from Nio, and especially knowing that Nio is not a company that is selling cheap cars. That figure was just so special to the new investors, or to those that have been with investing onto Nio for quite some time. I was extremely excited. I mean, even on the video, my video was different from the rest because I was just so loud on that video, being excited about the kind of results or deliveries that Nio produced for the month of June. July, they saw 20,498, which was still good because it was over 20,000 deliveries the third month in a row, which was also pretty brilliant. Now, the reason why these deliveries, or these over 20,000 deliveries on Nio, are so great is because, well, Nio is not selling cheap cars. Most of the Nio cars, or Nio cars, are from 300,000 RMB going up, right? There is no Nio model that you can buy below 298. I think the cheapest model, which I think is the E85 Touring and the E85 Mid Sedan, the starting price for those models is 298,000 RMB. And that's just the starting price, and those are the cheapest models. And the Nio's executive, they've told us that they are not going to make any cheaper car than those two vehicles that are around 298,000, which shows you that Nio models are quite expensive and cannot be afforded by quite a number of people. So it is for this reason that some of the reports that come out talking about Nio sales, they will talk about Nio is leading the premium EV market, because the kind of models that Nio is selling, they are just premium. When you talk about Nio, you have to talk about Mercedes, you need to talk about BMW, you need to talk about Lexus. These are some of the brands that when you talk about Nio, you need to compare them against, which is something that, of course, we need to always have that at the back of our mind, because many times I've seen investors comparing Nio against some of the Tesla models, which obviously you can't compare the two, because Nio, it's a premium EV company the same way Mercedes-Benz is a premium luxury brand. They are the same. Their cars are in the same segment, which therefore means even the sales won't be that much, because they are quite pricey. Now, the reason I'm doing this video today is because we just received the rankings of how Nio did in terms when it comes to the vehicles, or pure vehicles over 400,000 RMB. I mean, Nio, you will know that they've got 4 cars that are over 400,000 RMB, and that is the ET7, ES8, ES7, and the EC7. All these 4 models, price-wise, they are over 400,000 RMB, which shows you of how expensive these models are. But nonetheless, these models are doing exceptionally well, because with the ES8, you know that for the month of July they sold 822, whereas we saw the ET7 selling 749, which shows you that these models, though they are quite pricey, they are still scoping some good sales, or bringing some good sales onto Nio. Now, when comparing these 4 models against all the other pure EVs, when looking in the top 10, Nio has took 4 spots with these 4 brands, which shows you that Nio is doing exceptionally well. Though they did not take the top spot, but they've got 4 spots under in this top 10 category, which is something that I think that deserves a round of applause. I mean, the first model, or the model that took the top spot, was i8 M9 with over 2,500 sales for the month of June. Then Mercedes EQE with almost 1,500 sales, then followed by the BMW i5 with over 1,200 sales, then ET7 with 997, then ES8 with 930 vehicles sold for the month of June. So this shows you that Nio, 2 of Nio's models are in the top 5, which is something that is, of course, great to see this happening from Nio, because you'll know that the other models, or for the other models, Nio is doing also exceptionally well, selling way more than this, but that's on the category of over 300,000 RMB cars. They are also doing quite well there. Otherwise, position number 9, we've got the Nio EC7 with 298 sales, then followed by the ES7 with exactly 200 sales. So all these 4 models are in the top 10 of the pure energy vehicle cars, with over 400,000 RMB in terms of the price tag, which, knowing that Nio has, or it's in the top 10, it just makes me to be really excited, and it gives me great joy, because you will know, especially with this kind of price range, you don't get to see much sales coming. And to know that Nio scoped over 1,800 by just two of their models, and that is the ET7 and the ES8, it is something that is pretty exciting. I mean, we can expect to see this continuing going to the end of the year, and especially knowing that Q4 we usually see more cars being sold by these car companies. I have no doubt that we are going to see Nio continue to do very well in terms of sales. Otherwise, with all that, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this list. I think Nio is doing well in their premium brand, which is why we are seeing them almost everywhere when it comes to the sales generated by pure electric vehicle cars on a month to month. This is one of the reasons why I continue loading the boat, because I know that blue sky is coming. So tell me what you think about this list. Otherwise, it is always good that you do your own due diligence before you buy Nio for the very first time, as whatever I say on this channel are just my opinions, and therefore you will still need to do your own due diligence, so that at least you make a decision with your money, if whether you're buying Nio, increasing your holdings, or buying other stocks. The choice is yours, but nonetheless, Nio is the stock that I prioritize, which therefore whenever I get money, I load the boat, I increase my holdings, because I know blue sky is coming. Otherwise, that's all from me. I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.